The Grover back with another weekly podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the big match at the weekend at home to Bournemouth. It's a massive game for West Ham, as I'm sure you're all aware. Today we were talking with Marder. Joseph might be joining at some point, but it might just be us two. Apologies for that. How's it going, Marder?
Yeah, not too bad. Coming to the end of the week. Actually, end of the week for me. I've got holiday tomorrow. I had to use my annual leave, so two Fridays. So bang bang. We are good. How you doing, my friend?
I'm all good. I've had a bit of a fucking sick bug this week, so just a bit shit. But I'm on the mend now. And hopefully West Ham can cheer us up on the weekend anyway.
Yeah, who needs minestrone soup when you've got West Ham cheer you up?
Exactly. But yeah, the last one, I don't think I spoke to you after the Burton game. But yeah, there weren't really much to talk about. It was really brief. Wait, was it you I spoke to, or was it Joe?
We did speak. I was about to
Sorry.
Say, God.
Honestly, my brain is mashed. But no, I suppose just going on from that, we pretty much said that it was a shit game. We got through, and that's all that matters in the cup, innit?
Yeah, exactly. We on to new. We got Bournemouth next, and not Bournemouth, Brentford. I always getting the two confused. Brentford in the cup next. 7:30 kickoff on a Monday. What we all love, don't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I was just actually looking because I remember obviously we all just didn't want to get like Liverpool away, City away, Arsenal away. But then I looked, and since they've come up, we've played them 10 times and won twice.
Who?
Brentford.
Oh yeah, Brentford. Yeah. Because do you remember the first time we beat them in the Prem?
Yeah.
It was that time when the time we were thinking, oh, Jarrod Bowen this, Jarrod Bowen that, and he scored a hat trick.
Yeah, it was that sort of year where we were really shit, and me and you were just starting to not give Bowen grief as such. We're a bit like, when's Bowen going to turn up? He ain't really done much, and he goes and bangs a hat.
It was a hat trick. I was like, God. And ever since, I've never said a bad word about Bowen.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's not the fucking best draw in the world, but at least it ain't like Liverpool, City, Arsenal. So at least we've got a chance anyway. We've got a chance.
Yeah, we always got a chance, West Ham.
But yeah, we're back to the much more important stuff at the weekend in the league. At home to Bournemouth. The last time we played them, it was a game of two halves, wasn't it? Like the first half, we played really, really well. Wilson scored twice. They had a lot of the ball, but we just played well, really. And then obviously the subs happened, where I believe he brought off Wilson for Souček. Was it? Was that the sub?
In the first 5 minutes. Literally,
yeah, and then basically.
Yeah,
and then basically, come full time, we were quite fortunate to not lose. We were just getting peppered. It was pretty much how the Chelsea game went, except for Bournemouth just didn't have the quality on the day. I think Areola made about 25 saves.
Literally. So
yeah, but hopefully we can get a result the weekend. In terms of team news, obviously Potts got the red card, which was a bit harsh but annoying. So that's him out for 3 games. And Pablo's out for, was it 4 to 6 weeks?
Roughly about that.
Yeah. So it's a shame, because as much as some people might think Pablo's not getting the goals, he's been an effective part of the system that Nuno's found, and I can imagine it's really frustrating for him now, because will he start Wilson and Tatty? Would he want to put Tatty in Pablo's position? I know it's pretty much the same area of the pitch, but they both were different sort of roles, weren't they? So do you reckon he'll stick with the 2 up top, or do you reckon he'll mix it up?
I think can, because I think you've obviously got the option of, I'll say Barnes, but Barnes probably going to be starting as well. Maybe at this one, maybe not. What did he do Man United? Did he? No, he only played Tatty. Then he brought on Wilson, so I think he's going to revert doing that. Just play one striker this time. Yeah, I think he'll do that, just because I think the energy between Wilson and Tatty is probably not as good, and you don't need to go all guns out. You need to have one on the bench, and we assume that it will be Tatty starting anyway. But yeah, I think just play one up top and then see how it goes over to the midfield. And yeah, we'll see. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, the toughest one that I've been trying to even like debate with myself is obviously Tadebo's coming back. And before the red card, you'd be like, we'd be begging for Tadebo to come back. And in true West Ham style, we've gone and signed someone that no one really wanted. He's not played a game of football in a year. And now I'm like, I wouldn't remove him from the team. Like the boy from
Yeah.
Chelsea, so he's been fucking class. He's really, really good. And would you bring him back in? Because even like Mavropanos has been playing out of his skin as well recently as well. So for me, I'd sort of unless he's going to go to a back five, I wouldn't bring Tadebo in myself.
My initial thoughts is you showed passion and whatever against Chelsea, but you fucked up by getting a red card. You should be punished by fighting for your way back into the team. That's what I think Nuno should do. And I think that's what should happen, even though I think Todibo's probably been our best centre back. I don't think the world will die with him out on the bench and stuff, but I'll just give him a chip on the shoulder to fight back. So in a sense, I'd rather have him on the bench. And as soon as something goes wrong, yeah, he can come in. But like you said, the option of three at the back is not out of the realm, actually. With those three centre backs, you probably do feel a lot more confidence with them playing three at the back. I don't know. I could see him playing three at the back, though, because he did it against Bournemouth. I remember last time in the reverse fixture. And if you play these three defenders, where Todibo's actually more of a ball playing centre back as well, he could probably push up a bit more and stuff. Depends how he wants to play. It could work and stuff, but let Nuno and Hemmers decide how they want to play and stuff. I'm not going to be the coach, but my short answer is no. I'll play Disasi and Mavropanos together. Like they should start and continue the good work together, and in turn, maybe Todibo will come in and partner with Mavropanos again, or might be the French connection. So, but yeah, don't change.
Well, I think like a lot of fans were a bit pissed off with the way we approached the Burton game. Obviously, it doesn't matter; it's a cup game. I've said it 1,000 times. But in terms of the back five, in that instance, it was a bit negative. We couldn't really create much. But what I'd say is, we had 10 changes. It wasn't the first team, and I think we've already shown in other games this season that just because it's a back five or a back three doesn't mean it's negative. It just means it's how we build up. It's how we're more compact at the back. And when you're a team like us that concedes a lot of goals from crosses and set pieces, maybe you just wants the extra height and strength in the team.
Well, in turn, people don't realise that a back three, yes, it looks negative, but essentially it actually could mean that you're just pushing up the wingers or the wing backs further up the pitch, and essentially it's actually less defensive. Instead of having four at the back, you have three at the back, and then the wing backs just got to have a lot of stamina between them. And you know our full backs love to push forward if it's going to be Diouf and Wan-Bissaka. So if he does go for back three, I'm absolutely fine with that. To be fair. It just means that the midfield have to do probably a bit of work as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So what do you think the team's going to be then? So it'll be Crescencio, Tatty, Jarrod Bowen as a front three. And then let's say he does go with a back three. That leaves what, like a midfield of what? Souček,
Fernandez, and then the fullbacks of Diouf and AWD in it.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because Potts was suspended, do you reckon he'd bring in Magassa? But I feel like he only brought Potts in as a one-off to battle to try and keep hold of Bruno, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been crying about. We've just been wanting reassurance, not like rely heavily on defense, because you're going to lose that input and disbalance of the further up the pitch on the final third or the midfield. And all you kept doing was just putting more emphasis in the back to invite more pressure. But when you put someone like Potts in, who can cover the blades of grass and stuff, it was going to make a lot more balance and neutralize the potent attack that they were producing, to be fair. We have Magassa, which is not a bad thing. And Kante, yeah, it was Burton, but proved that, look, if you give him more time and the more games he'll play, he will probably learn a lot. He actually played well, better than I thought he would, to be fair. And I was proud of him. So Potts going is just a door for Kante and someone else to come in, to be fair. But it looks like Magassa will probably be the next in line for that. So Potts, take a breather. I know you're passionate, you know you're a West Ham fan. That wasn't the best tackle, but I do feel for you. It shouldn't be a red, in my opinion. But
Yeah. I think a lot of the fans were a bit harsh on a few of the youngsters because it wasn't as extreme. But do you remember when Allardyce threw in the 11 youngsters against Nottingham Forest? It's
Yeah.
like if like Kante was surrounded by the usual midfield and usual like attack and stuff, he's not going to be as exposed and have to like work as hard necessarily. But when you're thrown in with 10 other sort of what's the word, like outsiders, like rotation players, it can be tough. And yeah, I just think obviously I think it's best sometimes to just not go on Twitter after a game because you're going to be met with people that are a bit fucking difficult. But
You know that. I think people on Twitter just not everyone. It's a small minority that just try and get clickbaits and just get attention and stuff. That just like to get something going and stuff. Yeah, we just gotta be patient with the youngsters. It wasn't the best game, but it wasn't a bad. But I think the youngsters played. La Madrid played fine. He did good. It was his first game for West Ham, so you weren't going to expect him to rip off anything, especially if you've never played with any of them before. One thing we should mention is that I think that we didn't actually mention last one, how well Kyle Walker-Peters has actually just come in, and some of that doesn't get enough praise. I think he comes in, he does his job. He's a great squad player,
no, he is.
He comes in and does his job, and I thought he did a really good job against Burton. But yeah, when you have those players who are fighting to push for the starting, they're always gonna sometimes think of themselves and probably play for themselves. And I think that's what happened in the first half. They just didn't gel. But then second half, we got back in the game and we controlled the game a lot better and stuff. So look, we won, and we weren't expecting to control, dominate, especially when most of our first team players weren't even on the pitch. So yeah, I'm just moving on to Bournemouth. So
no, exactly, yeah. I think as well, just on a quick side note, just while we're talking about the youngsters, they beat Tamworth the other night with 10 men. So, and they got to I think they're in the last round now of the youth final. So the youngsters are having a fucking great year. Yeah, they're having a fucking great year.
They are, man. And you know what? There was some good news that the big man actually posted yesterday. And this is a guy I was like thinking we need to get him on a contract ASAP. It's Josh Ajala apparently is going to sign a new contract. He's agreed verbally. He's a striker that's actually been doing well. And when we watched, we went to Wimbledon, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think it was swift against Wimbledon. I think he's got something there. And I know we say it's all about strikers like the Elliot Lees and the Tony Martinez, not Fernandez, and stuff, or Meepo DeBecco, bless him. But I just see something different with this guy, and I hope he probably does get like a run out towards the end of the season for the first team, because I think there is something there with him. I was just so happy that he's accepted verbally a contract. He scored the last 2 goals yesterday in the final last minutes and stuff. So really happy for him.
So yeah, as poor as West Ham have been this season, at least there's some positives in the fucking academy. Hopefully, the Academy of Football's on its way back.
It is, mate. Mark Noble, come on, lad, do your thing, reignite it, mate. You know what? We've been crying for it, and it's crazy because you see like that wall that we saw Freddie Potts rip his name off and stuff. Like even on that line that he's still under, you have to go back. The top row of his column, you've got people as far back as is it Zavon Hines and stuff. So it just shows you how long ago, what, nearly 20 years, like 17 years now or something, since he made his debut. So probably about 10 players or so made their debut since then, unstarted, which is crazy. And we need more. And credit to Mark Noble and Nuno as well, to be fair, that giving these players a chance and stuff, especially in the predicament we're in, because people be scared to play youngsters. Moyes wasn't there. I mean, look, Moyes did bring in, I think he brought in Brent Johnson and then Ngakia, but those are defensive moves and stuff. And I feel a lot more optimistic with Nuno, and I think Mark Noble, who's actually paved the way, he's had this plan for like 3-4 years, getting rid of the previous generation and focusing on this generation. And we are seeing the reaps and the rewards of it. So, no, credit. It fills me optimism. If we go down, then we got the youth that we can count on. And if we stay up, we got the youth that we can count on and stop wasting money on other people that don't care about West Ham. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's the only positive. Like as badly as the club's run, and now we always moan about the ball and lack of strategy and planning. At least with that in place, you've even got players like Earthy now that have had a good 2 years in the Championship. You've had Potts that's won like Player of the Year at a League One team, played really well at Portsmouth. So if it does go to shit, these are the players that we're going to keep hold of. And then if you can keep hold of a few first teamers, it gives you the best chance of getting out of the league. So, but yeah, anyway, let's try and get back to the game of the weekend. I've just got massively fucking sidetracked there. But yeah, it's sort of the game of the weekend. It's two teams that are actually in decent form. Like we've lost 2 in our last 8, and they've lost 2 in their last 8. So it's sort of, and considering Bournemouth sold their best player in January as well, it's sort of the story of how they're run though. They're a club like that. Like in the like they lost Hoyson, they lost the other fella to PSG. So, and everyone had them down with sort of Wolves and that to be going down at the start of the season, and they sort of seem to do really well. I mean, it helps they've got someone in charge in Iriola that's a really fucking highly rated manager, don't it?
I mean, I was going to say I probably took them to actually challenge for Europe, to be fair, even though they got rid of it, because obviously they got the money for it. But at the same time, just back to the way they ran and Iriola as a coach and stuff. Semenyo didn't tip him to be like inform as he is. I thought it was going to be purple patch, but credit to him. These players that we've been linked in the past and we just pass them off and look how well they do in it. But and do you know what? They got rid of Semenyo, and do you know who they replaced with him? Rayan. He's been on form. He's got what? 1 assist, 2 goals in 3 games already. So he's one to watch right now. He's been highly rated in Brazil, Vasco da Gama, isn't it? And he's like one of the most promising youngsters. It was him, Eli Krupi Jr., another West Ham boy that we've been linked in, and that guy from Barcelona, that's nobody from Barcelona. I'm joking, that young boy, Lamau, like under 19s, the most clinical.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth got 2 of them. So their future's looking quite bright, and credit to them. They're never an easy team to come, but hopefully we can get something. How are you feeling about the game though?
Yeah, I mean, I know, like literally, I'm bored saying every week, oh, it's a fucking cup final, but you sort of look at the fixtures now, and I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but there's now a trend amongst neutrals where everyone's just got us staying up. Like every neutral show I watch, they've got West Ham staying up, and I'm like, we need to slow down here. Like, as much as we're playing well, like what worries me the most is I know Tottenham have got a new coach. It's sort of 50-50 with him because I watched some people from Italy talking about him, and he seems like a bit of a fucking nutcase. But he might have the sort of impact where they need a kick up the arse, a bit of passion. And I think Tottenham know he ain't going to be there for longer than 6 months. He's there to just get some points on the board. The one that worries me is the geezer that's gone into Nottingham Forest, because I know that obviously towards the end with Wolves it got a bit sour, but when he come into Wolves, he comfortably kept them up, and they were playing some good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think just in terms of us staying in the league, I think it does ride a lot on this game. And these games where we're like, oh yeah, a draw wouldn't be a bad result. We need to start picking up wins, especially you look, Tottenham have got Arsenal, and I know Arsenal drew last night to Wolves, but that, if anything, that works in our favour because they need a reaction. But they know they've got to go and get a result. And Liverpool are playing Nottingham Forest, so come the end of the weekend, it's really going to be down to us to make the impact, especially as we're playing first on the Saturday, obviously. So everyone's going to be just watching us with a hate watch. So
yeah, I mean, I think West Ham, all they got to do is just focus on themselves. I think all you got to do is defeat the people that come in front of you, and this is it. It's a home game. We got to make it Fortress, and I like it. It's an evening game, isn't it? It's a 5:30 kickoff, right?
Yeah, 5:30.
The night games are the ones that we actually do turn up for as fans. We do just like atmosphere at the night if it goes dark and stuff. So let's hope we get something. Going back to your comment about Tottenham and Forest, yeah, their new manager Tottenham, he's someone that I didn't really rate, but then I realized I saw some stat that when he went to Lazio and Juve, like at this time when he came to firefight them, he pretty much had a really good record and just kept them up. He's just someone that firefights problems. So that's something that's just in me. Just hoping that the Premier League will just be some different kettle of fish, and Tottenham players just shit that they'll still get dragged into it. But Forest, Ferreira, I do rate him as a coach, and I think he got sacked because Wolves are just in the shit. I think he is a good manager. He's someone that brings passion and stuff. He took to Wolves. And you know what? If you can believe in a city in Wolverhampton and make it your home and invest in it, then fuck me. You're a great manager and a good person, because I don't know anyone that good.
Wolves just getting strays for no reason.
Well, even they'll probably agree with me. God, come on.
No,
But
yeah.
look, he took to it. And you know what? The fans loved him there, didn't they? And I can see Forest. I think they're a good match. I think in some good optimism. He have a disposal of players he can work with. He's just a feel-good manager, I feel. And I really do like him. And I think that's a really good appointment, even though I think the sacking of Daesh is a bit left field and stuff, and some of that was probably guaranteed to stay up. But it is a risk from them, but
Yeah,
it's not a bad risk. That's it.
yeah. They're playing right now in Turkey, and I just looked, and they're playing pretty much their best 11 as well. So, if anything, we want them to win. We want them to win and try and fucking stay in Europe for as long as possible, really.
Yeah. Oh God, let me hate watch them.
But no, yeah, it's going to be a fucking massive game the weekend. I really do think though the only positive recently is that obviously the results have got better, but post like the Wolves game, like a month and a half ago, the players are void of any fight or passion or hope or anything. But recently, even the games we've lost or got a draw in, you come out just like gutted at the result and not gutted at the players. Like even at Chelsea, I had no beef with the players. You're playing a set of players in Chelsea that are fucking, they're worth hundreds of millions. They're better than you, man for man. And you took them all the way. And on another day, we would have got a better result. And against Man United, the last kick of the game. And it's just like, you can't really account for that. And these players are what they are. They're not the best players in the world, but they're showing some fight. I just hope we've not left it too late to show this fight. But that's why this game the weekend's massive. I'm going to predict that we're going to win 2-1, and I think you're right. I think the atmosphere is going to be good, and they're also doing the Ironworks Alliance have paid for a massive tifo for Ludo.
For Ludo
game,
yeah,
so that should create some atmosphere for the game as well.
Yeah. Snap. I'm gonna go for 2-1 as well. I think I got hope that we will, to be fair, and I think we can beat Bournemouth, especially our own place. I think Bournemouth had some good results. They got a draw against Villa a couple of weeks, and they beat Liverpool, didn't they? So not an easy team, but we're at home, and I think when they come to us most times, I think we're normally do better. If not, it'll be a draw. I don't think they'll win. Touchwood. But yeah, I think we'll come away with something, hopefully a win, but I reckon 2-1. Predict. Let's hope Tati gets on the score sheet again, Tati, and we'll go for a Fernandez strike.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'll be over the moon with that. You've just froze a bit on the screen. I can hear you, but your picture's froze.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at the same stupid face.
That's sweet.
Technical difficulties.
Oh no. And the only other thing I was gonna ask before we go anyway is just there's been a bit of debate this week about would you rather stay in the league and not win the FA Cup, or would you rather go down but win an FA Cup? I mean, for me, it's an easy answer, but I'll let you go first.
Oh, really? Oh, why are you gonna let me go through? I was thinking about this, I did see the debate and it did strike a chord in me. I was thinking, because I saw it from a bloody Chelsea fan that was stupid. I just want to do clicks and stuff. But then I saw someone else present it. Would I sacrifice us going down just to win a cup? Why? And this is it. Initially, I said, no, stay in the Premier League. But the Premier League goes against everything I stand for, to be fair. So I'm like, would it be fine to us get relegated? And that's slander coming my way. I think the main goal of a football team and for you to exist is to win stuff. And if you don't aim to win a cup, then what are you doing? If you sacrifice losing the cup just to stay 17th in the league, then what are you doing? I think I would have to take the cup. And it is crazy, but I think the whole society and the whole norm of the Premier League's the golden land and stuff. Like imagine you win the cup. Like imagine being West Ham in 1980 and you're in the second division and you won that cup, like, who's going to take that away from you? You're in the second division and you've won that cup. And we're the last team to do it since, you know?
Yeah.
Null tried to do it 2004, and they couldn't toss us. But, you know, we did it. And yeah, and look at Wigan. Wigan, what have they got to show for it? I know, yeah, they're down in League One and stuff, but in recent memory, that was like one of the most iconic things, that they won the cup, and they could tell, they could go, yeah, we won the FA Cup. What have you guys done? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's my plain answer. I think, yeah, I would actually do that and get relegated, unfortunately, because one, I back my team to go back up, but two, its legacy.
Yeah.
That one day in Wembley, oh, euphoria. Give it to me.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
exactly.
mate?
No, I was just going to say, I think that for me, it's a pretty easy answer, but I think it might depend on whether you, like, if you're a match going fan or if you're thinking of like the bigger picture of what it means for the football club and the implications.
Yeah.
Shit. Because obviously, implications wise and the future of the football club, it could actually mean us being absolutely fucked in terms of like missing out on Prem money, blah, blah, blah. But if you said to me right now, would you rather be stood next to Mark Ken Green in Prague watching Jared Bowen score in the 90th minute in the European Cup final, but you sat in League One or Championship? I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, yes, we'll do that now.
Yeah.
Or would you rather
Yeah.
just be like in like the top 16 in the Premier League, just boring beige shit and just what fucking ever? And I think, especially with us now, we've lost our sort of home and we've lost that hardcore support anyway. It means even more that I'd like to win a trophy. And listen, like, the game's about moments and creating memories with your friends and fucking just like exciting stuff, not just like staying in the Premier League. And as you say, it's only Sky Sports that have made the Premier League the fucking golden land since 1992. Before that, fucking, there was no, like, teams were getting fans going to watch them whether they were in the League One, League Two. Like, it didn't fucking matter. It was just wherever you're from, you go and watch them. Whereas now everyone supports teams because they're good. And yeah, so for me, it's an easy answer, but I can see why people would want to stay in the Premier League. But for me, it's not even a debate. It's just, you have to be trying to win a trophy, and then eventually we could end up in the Premier League anyway. So who cares?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the stuff you win, mate. Because that's same in football. It's about winning. If you go there just to participate, then God, you must live a boring life. I'm sorry, but that's it. It's gonna be people are gonna be pissed off at me saying that and criticizing people. But yeah, you got to look at the bigger picture. You're there to win, and if you don't want to win, what's the point of it? You just get money that your owner's gonna take away and not give back to you. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. And, it is.
Yeah. I mean, that moment in Prague, you know how it felt. We both were there, and it felt so amazing. Yeah, it was Conference League, but it was still a trophy. I'm all like one of the founding people that won it, and you can't take that memory away from me. Honestly, you can't take that memory away from me. That FA Cup 2006 as well. You can't take that away from me. We lost it, and it was such a high, and we were so close to winning it. Like, imagine we won it, you know?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah, that's what history is about. No one's going to remember you when staying 17th every year and stuff. Everyone's going to remember, oh yeah, you won that cup.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we just need a trip to the fucking promised land, because, well, I've not been back there since fucking Vatay scored against Blackpool. I need to go back and watch.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. That's it.
Like, the only annoying thing for me is when you look at the teams left in it, though, over the last few years, I can remember there's been run-ins, but like the last 8, you look at the last 8 teams, you're like, a lot of them are shit. But whereas this time round, a lot of the big boys are still in it.
Yeah.
But at least we've got Brentford. I mean, I know we've beaten them twice in 10 games, but at least we've got a chance.
Yeah.
Got a chance.
We've got a chance. We've always got a chance.
But yeah,
we've got a chance.
Hopefully, I mean, hopefully, in an ideal world, we stay in the league and win the cup. I mean, it's not got to be yin or yang. It can be both.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which we will. We'll stay in the league and we'll win the FA Cup. Come on, lads. We will.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this, actually. This is it. I think I brought this up a couple of weeks ago. I can't actually remember your answer, but remember when I kind of presented the idea of letting the Carabao Cup excluding teams that are playing in Europe? So no, like, Chelsea's, United probably would be in it because not playing Europe. None of the teams that play in Europe that play, so that there's probably a chance for someone else to win the cup, like a Villa or a Leeds or something. What to that? Like exclude those teams for the Carabao Cup.
I mean, I'd say go for it because we'd be in with a chance of winning another trophy. And also, what fucking cracks me up is the managers of these big clubs, like your Arsenals and your Chelsea. I remember Arsene Wenger, when we were at school, he'd always moan about it and he'd play like the under fucking 18s in it. But yet, these managers of these teams now, and even the fans of these clubs, moan about the Carabao Cup like an inconvenience. Yet, who's in the final?
Yeah.
The two best teams.
Yeah, exactly.
So it can't be that shit, can it?
Yeah. But that's it. I'm just like giving their wish, like get rid of them so they could focus on the league or the Champions League because they're too important for it, and let the other teams like who actually want to win a trophy have a chance and stuff. But you know, maybe the FA will listen to me or EFL will listen to me. You know.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, hopefully, in an ideal world, we stay in the Premier League, win the FA Cup, and the youth team win the fucking Youth Cup, and we're just sorted. Treble.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about the Bournemouth game coming up. Do you give a shit about the FA Cup? Because I know there's some fans that just probably want to focus on the league, but me personally, me and Marta are of that age where we just caught the end of the importance of the FA Cup. It'd been on telly all day, everyone wearing suits, whereas now it's behind a fucking paywall on TNT Sports.
Honestly, one thing actually about FA Cup, I keep hearing people talk, like the old guy talking about how teams used to make songs or anthems for the cup and stuff.
Really?
Like FA Cup final songs and stuff. Yeah, that the club will make it and stuff. I need to find one because we probably would have done one, but apparently, yeah, clubs used to do that all the time and stuff. Do you think that'd be cringe right now, or do you think that'd actually be jokes?
I'm not going to say the song or the name of the artist because I don't want to be a prick, but we both know what song it would end up being. It just would.
No. But I mean, no, you make one every time you go into the final, so I don't think it'll be that song. I think that'll be. I mean, it probably would be for this if we did go to the final. But
fucking would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, God.
I mean, I'm not sure what it would be.
It'll be like the players, and they'll get involved and stuff, and they'll just do like some random fun. You know, like how England had the World Cup song, like "World in Motion" and stuff.
Yeah,
where the players get involved, and it's like that John Barnes rap. You got a whole.
I reckon what we should get is we should get a massive choir, right? Get them all in, right? I'm not going to sing the lyrics, yeah, but just get a massive choir. No, better than that. Ready? And it's just like, it's really deep music. It's really like sad. Everyone thinks it's going to be a serious song. And then you just hear, Cockney boys, we're on a bender. He's a sex offender. And then it ends with him getting arrested. Oh, what do you mean? She said she was 12.
Oh, that's good. You know what? Right out, boys. When we get to the final, that's what we're doing, lads. Come on, get any producer watching this.
It'll be me and you at the front.
Go on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck's sake.
We'll get Summer Suchek coming in, giving people potato salads and everything.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, let us know in the comments if that come out on stream. Would you buy it? Let us know. And yeah, more importantly, hopefully West Ham can get a result against fucking Bournemouth the weekend anyway.
Let's hope so. Sorry, before we end, I was going to say, if we actually get to the final, we have to do this video. I'm just saying. We have to do this video now.
Can you imagine? We'll be getting nicked.
Imagine we beat both.
We'll be getting nicked before him.
Oh my gosh, God bless. Oh.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, that's in the Grove, boys and girls. Like and subscribe. Send us some questions next week if you want. Also, going to be talking like this every week, talking about how we should be getting a choir, assembling a choir every week when we get to the final.
What's going to happen? Who's going to get nicked first? The Grove, the owner, or are West Ham going to get relegated?
We'll get Joe to do all the extreme stuff. It's fine. We'll find out. It's all good.
He'll get us fucking banned from YouTube. Fuck's sake.
Oh,
but yeah, God. Nice one, boys. Pitch in a bit. Come on, you Irons.
Nice one, mate. Irons.